Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Smash for Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly. I look like crap, okay? We've been sweating all day.
Yeah, I did take a shower.
I didn't.
We've been working our tails off as usual. We drove out to Pickleball Party Town. We got some last minute stuff to take care of before our November tenant arrives. We did a Zoom call for Switch Away with about, 60 people. Kind of cool. I want to apologize for the late post on Monday's show. I edited Sunday night. I started the upload, and I was exhausted from being up all night Saturday doing the taxes. And I got in bed with Kelly. We watched some TV. I fell asleep and woke up this morning. No show.
I woke up late because I didn't sleep until 1.
Yeah. It might have been later than that.
Maybe later. I don't know. My sleep is off.
I had to upload it when we woke up, which was late because we slept. We went to bed late, and I'm sorry. But I hope you feel like it was worth the wait. The comments are ridiculous, and we're going to talk about that.
Ridiculous. My mom comes in from her walk this morning, and I was getting everything prepared to go. She's like, I don't know how you take these people. She's like, I don't understand. How about you get an egg and you put it to yourself? I did crack an egg. Jolie cracked it on my head, and I can assure you it did not hurt. All right? I can tell you, getting hit by a tennis ball hurts more than an egg getting cracked on your head.
Before we get to the egg comments, someone wrote, JCTI8DL. I got in the car this morning, and middle child, who listens on his way to school.
I'm a middle child.
Goes, so am I. Time for the Daily Smash, Mom. He suddenly got silent and said, Mama, they haven't posted since Friday.
Oh my God, you didn't read that to me.
I know, I just saw it this afternoon.
I didn't read the comments.
Glad to see this up.
I was too busy.
And he'll be happy as well. Happy Monday. Thank you, JC.
Their little middle child said that?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
Before we go any further, you gotta try this Ilia wine. We need you guys to support this small business and support our show by supporting Ilia wine, which we absolutely love. You can get it at, excuse me.
Did you try to open this?
No.
Well, it has a top on it.
I think someone's got ready to open it. Or maybe someone opened it earlier and it's not finished.
No, it's not completely open.
Oh.
It's
anyway,
fine.
You can get yours at 20% off using the discount code RickandKelly20 at Ilia.com. Check it out. Go to Ilia.com. And while you're there,
It's really good, you guys.
Sign up for the newsletter while you're there. Support us, support a small business. Get yourself some Ilia. We just got a fresh case. The Moscatel Macabello and the Roble Red. Love it. So that's the Ilia situation. Also, subscribe here. We lost, when I went on this morning, we had lost 3 subscribers. We got 2 of them back.
Oh, we did?
We added a couple.
Oh, 2 people liked it.
But at least 3 people dropped off because they were so mad about the egg challenge.
Oh, God. Go away, please. I can't take these freaking sensitive Sallies.
I kind of want to show the TikTok first that Jolie's friend Mila put together.
Well, didn't we show it already?
We did, but for people who didn't see it, just to
Oh,
refresh.
God, so we can make more people mad?
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, jeez.
I knew they were going to come after you.
After me? They came after you, too.
I didn't do it.
What do you mean you didn't do it?
No, I mean come after you. The Jolie and Mila come after you.
Oh, I meant the Smashers.
Look how happy she
Those
is.
kids.
That's me clapping. Your mom said she was smiling, laughing all night.
My mom said, and so was my mom said that Jolie and Mila, because Mila stayed the night last night, said they were laughing and smiling. That made them so happy. They were just they got such a big kick out of it. My mom did too.
Yeah.
We did too. You know what? That's all it made. You know what? It made them piss some people off. It's better being pissed on, but it really, really, really made people mad. And that we said that. Wait, go ahead.
I'm going to share some of these, man.
I didn't even read the comments. I didn't have time for it today.
Well, I had to prepare for our show.
Good for you.
I wanted to see what people were saying. And here we go. D. Romeo, 1955. This, I had that spicy It's
our
spicy food.
You guys, our Patreon people, our community. Bruno is from Louisiana. His grandfather, big time restaurateur, has the best food ever. I made with him his garlicky sauce.
Yeah.
I made this shrimp angel hair pasta with it.
So good.
Listen, I can't eat carbs. It makes me fat. I try not to.
Yeah.
Or I try to get some kind of... I can't eat carbs. Even if it's like... When they say it's the carbless, it's the whole protein, I still can't eat it. I had 2 full bowls.
Yeah. You were scarfing it down.
It was so... It's like addicting.
You walked in here and you got another bowl, and I saw you just like... It was delicious. But I'm a little congested, I guess, because of the... I'm not used to the spices.
He's a gringo.
I'm a total gringo.
He can't eat the spice.
Comments about the TikTok egg crack challenge, whatever. D. Romeo, 1955. This is where I draw the line. I've been watching the Daily Smash pretty much since day one, and I pretty much shake off some of Kelly's rants because we're all different. We all have different opinions, and I get that. And I do think Kelly's pretty funny most of the time, but I'm drawing a line.
Aw, I'm sorry.
If you think there's anything funny about doing that to a 2 or 3-year-old, it's sick. I have a 2-year-old granddaughter and a 2-year-old grandson, and I would never, ever do that to them. They trust you, and to shock them and do something like that is just awful. First of all, Jolie's 17.
No, listen, a grandparent's different from your own kid. Those are the people's own children. They can do whatever they want to. You're a grandmother. Of course you don't want to do that. And you can't. Because that's either your son-in-law or your sister-in-law, and they can say "nada tostada" on
Plus,
that
most
one.
of the kids in those videos were 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. They were not. Maybe there was a 2-year-old in the mix, but they were mostly older than that.
Yeah, they were totally talking.
This has nothing. Oh wait, This has nothing to do with having a sense of humor. This is cruel and evil. Absolutely awful. I have a sense of humor. I've been told a very good sense of humor. Nothing. Nothing humorous about this. Do it to an 18-year-old like your daughter. That's one thing. To a child, another thing altogether. So, bye-bye.
Bye. Au revoir.
Lisa Gray, 1418.
God, people are so freaking sensitive. Jesus.
Yes. And
oh, my God. Oh, my God.
But I think what's funny is that you'll get one of those, and then the very next comment, I used to crack eggs on my head when my kids were little, and they thought it was the funniest thing. And then they'd want me to do it to them. We had a blast with eggs. Okay, so that's a totally different opinion. Then, Patricia Netto, 9041, I agree with the lady who didn't like it. And then Roberta Averill, 6416, egg cracking on the head is not funny. That's painful and abusive to a child.
It is not painful.
Abusive.
Jolie did it to me, and it's not abusive, okay? Abusive is getting the belt or a wire hanger and going after him like my mom did, okay? That's abuse.
Kelly,
that is not abusive. Playing a trick on somebody, a kid, and it doesn't hurt, that's not abuse, okay? This is what I can't stand with society, is that they take a little minuscule thing and they make a mountain out of a molehill. Like, give me an effing break. So what I did was, I went to the Webster dictionary and I looked up for abuse for those crazies out there this is why society is so sensitive. They're so triggered. You can't say a damn thing. This is where I draw the line because you didn't like what I said. Like you fine. Okay, God, and you know what? I guarantee you don't have a sense of humor. Go ahead, read. So read.
The verb for abuse: use something to bad effect or for a bad purpose. Misuse. Okay, well, you could argue that hitting an egg on someone's forehead is.
It's not for a bad person. It's for a joke.
Right. And
okay, it's not. It's meant to be funny. It's not to be mean-spirited. It's meant to be. You got to make fun of yourself or make a kid tough, and it's a joke.
Treat a person with cruelty or violence, especially regularly or repeatedly. Okay, not cruelty and not violence. Sorry, it's not.
It's not violence.
It's an egg. It easily cracks. It doesn't hurt. No one got cut. No one got hurt. No one's bleeding.
No.
And they were like surprised. And then
You don't think when you go and you're like, sit down and give me 20, and you're like, that freaking hurts.
Yeah.
It's not abuse.
it's not. You're not speaking in an insulting or offensive way. You're not abusing. You're not. You're not assaulting. I would argue that's not assault.
I wouldn't say that's assault at all.
Cruel and violent treatment of a person or animal. I mean, it's not. It was a gag. It's a simple
Joke.
little, fun little.
Abuse to me is somebody doing something out of anger and frustration and inflicting pain.
Well,
Putting an egg on a kid does not inflict pain. And none of those kids cried right away.
no, just
They are-
one. I had to think about it for 10 seconds.
But everybody kind of was startled by it.
Yeah.
And then they got their feelings hurt.
Well, not everybody. Someone thought it was funny, and it's like,
Most of those kids didn't cry at all. They
Right.
had to think about it at first, and they were as shocked by it, and then they got their feelings hurt.
Lit Real Red. Hi, fun way to get the kids to cook and make it fun. Enjoy your day.
Everyone has different of opinions.
Of course, yeah. Crickery 3743. Adults making videos of so-called humor at a very small young child's emotional expense is very toxic and poor judgment. These adults need to make videos at their own emotional expense and have others laugh at them. Adults have all the power over the small child. Not funny, mean-spirited.
Jesus. I used to do that stuff with Jolie all the time. You know what? My kid turned out freaking awesome. That kid can laugh at herself. She's taken abuse from people that watch the show,
Yeah.
that have called her fat, that have said the most nastiest things, that have written to her. It wasn't even on the show. You know what? My daughter has built resilience. She's built a self-confidence by people being mean to her, okay? Now, you see these kids that go to college today that want to defund the police, and they're all triggered. You can't say anything.
They need a safe space.
They need a safe space. It's ridiculous.
Brenda Schmidt. I've been seeing the egg thing all over Instagram. It is hilarious, people. It's an egg. Kelly did it to her high school daughter. Give me a damn break. You people are ridiculous.
I agree.
If you don't like it, listen to another podcast for snowflakes.
Yeah.
Love you, Kelly and Rick. Gen X was raised this way with tough love, pranks, etc., and we turned out just fine.
This is, you know what? This girlfriend of mine, she graduated high school in '85, and she came over to the house, and she looks great, doesn't she? She looks like she's 36.
Yeah.
Smoking hot. And she's like, yeah, my daughter struggles. And I said, what do you mean struggles? She goes, my daughter struggles a lot. And I'm like meaning like how? And she's like, everything is woe is me, poor thing, blah, 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 blah. And I go, well, how were you raised? She goes, I was raised scrubbing the floors, work ethic, like hard. My parents were hard on me, but I didn't want to. And this chick's a business owner. She lives in Aspen. She has a house here. She's got it together. She looks great, and right.
Yeah.
And so I said to her, I go, you didn't make your. She's like, no. She goes, I felt like my parents were so hard on me that I didn't want to inflict that on her.
Look what
and
happened.
I go, why do you think that? She goes, because I made her into a pussy. I said, she goes, and you know what? My parents were hard on me, and it was tough love. It's tough love.
Yeah.
And I thought I was trying to make it easier on my child.
Doesn't work.
And look, I mean, you see these kids that come out of punks. They go into the Army or they go into the Navy, right? They learn discipline and hard work and struggles, overcome that. They're tough. They're tough. They're not wimps.
You got to toughen these kids up. M. Wilson laughs so hard. The egg cracking reminds me of my childhood. Grew up with 2 brothers and 4 sisters. Taught me to be tough and with a sense of humor.
Right. You see. If you look at British humor, they make fun of you. That's funny. I find it hilarious.
Yeah.
You can't say anything or do anything because everyone is so sensitive.
Yeah. And comedians are having a hard time these days because audiences won't put up with anything that crosses what they consider the line.
It's so horrible.
I have 2 more comments to read. This one from JBM 678. Rick and Kelly, cracking eggs on youngsters' heads is not age appropriate. There are hundreds of psychological research papers on this type of humiliation. Teenagers have different critical thinking abilities to understand that it's not meant to be harmful, and it's just meant to be a prank. Have a pleasant day.
Oh, yeah? And your kids are probably the ones that are most effed up, okay?
Humiliation? Really? A 4, 5, 6-year-old is humiliated, and they're like scarred for life because their mom cracked an egg on their forehead.
Your whole life is about being humiliated.
Can you calm down for a second?
Your whole life, you get humiliated. And if you get humiliated and you can overcome humiliation, then you're tougher and you're stronger. People come at me all the time. I get humiliated on the daily. I'm tough. I have a thick skin. I'm not sitting down at a psychiatrist and being, you have to help me because I'm fragile and I'm going to have a mental breakdown.
The very next comment from T. Hauser. I'm sure you are being annihilated in the comments right now, but I don't have time to read through the trolls. I have to go buy eggs. Thank you. Excellent job. Good job.
I like that one.
So I learned something new today.
What?
When we were driving here to the desert.
That eggs are expensive?
They are. I had no idea. I learned that last week.
I know. It's like
$10 a dozen or something?
Yeah, for organic.
Crazy. What?
I'm going to go buy some.
I thought they were like $2.
I'm going to go buy a chicken coop like Aaron McDonald.
Yeah. No, I learned the meaning of cornucopia.
I know, Rick, because Rick goes, we were listening to the radio on the way over here, and he goes, somebody said cornucopia, and he goes, God, I haven't heard that word in a long time. I go, what do you mean? It's like, you hear it every Thanksgiving. People have it in that little hole with that little thing that goes like this, and you stuff the squash and the pumpkins and the whole accoutrement.
So I looked it up.
No, I looked it up. I showed it to you.
Oh. The Oxford Dictionary definition, a symbol of plenty, consisting of a goat's horn overflowing with flowers, fruit, and corn. Yeah, I looked that up because you sent me the picture.
Yeah.
And then, but here's what I thought cornucopia was.
I didn't realize it was a goat's horn.
A goat's horn. See? You learned something new, too.
I did.
But also, it means
it was just a basket.
An abundant supply of good things. That's what I thought cornucopia was, like just a pile of
Well, Rick's a wordsmith, so Rick knows every word in the dictionary.
But I don't know if I've ever used cornucopia in a sentence. Until now.
Oh, wow.
We did a couple projects today. I swapped out some solar ground lights out front. You like the way those look,
Those things only last a year.
But they're pretty cool. And the 36 lights was less than $100.
Mm-hmm. I bet you that's cheaper than maybe the electricity.
I would hope so. But I don't know. The ones that I put out there, I think you're right. I think it was a year.
So the power went out and everything tripped in here. And now the deck lights and the pool isn't going on. And I'm like, we're not going to be here for like 6 months.
Right. Well, we're going to be here, I hope, one night a month in between tenants to correct stuff like that. So while we're here, we're going to figure out why those deck lights aren't coming on. As we mentioned, we recorded a Cooking with Kelly with Bruno Ruggiero down in Louisiana. And that's going to be on this week's Rick and Kelly show on patreon.com. And we have more projects to do here tomorrow.
Yes.
Including building some outdoor furniture, buying more solar lights, and I have to mount that Sonos play bar on the wall.
Yeah.
So, okay. Right. Anyway, in the news now.
In the news.
Paris Hilton is clapping back at sick criticism of her perfectly healthy baby Phoenix's big head.
Wasn't that so? She had a surrogate. Surrogate.
And you told me her mom didn't know?
And her mom didn't know. No, her mom. How about your daughter goes and gets pregnant and puts her eggs in whatever into somebody else, and you're the mom and you didn't know? I would be furious.
Did she find out after the baby was born? That's when she found out?
Yeah. Could you imagine?
Yeah, unfortunately, I could. But the baby does have a large head.
Well, at least it's a boy. Could you imagine if that thing was a little girl? You would be pissed.
So apparently there was a lot
And
of...
then you're probably like, what did they do inside? Well, you know, like that would. I'm sorry. I understand that if you want to have a baby really bad and you need to have somebody carry it for you, I understand. Do whatever makes you happy. I get it. But I would be a little weirded out.
Someone else carrying your baby?
Yeah, because you don't know if they're drinking, if they're doing drugs, or if they're taking sleeping pills, or what is going inside their body at all times. Like,
yeah, those are legitimate concerns.
Those, like, that's like...
But I have a larger question, no pun intended. Does the kid grow into the head, or does he always have a big head?
My mom goes, they need to put a helmet on that. I go, no, Mom, a helmet is for kids that lay flat. And my mom goes, that's because they don't turn them. That's because they lay them too long on the back of their neck, on the back of their head. That's why they have a flat head.
Well, her comment, I just read this now for the first time. I just copied and pasted the article because I thought it was funny. Well, Kelly said something about it being my favorite Martian.
No, Drita said it first.
Okay.
Drita goes, my favorite Martian. And I love that show when I was a kid.
Did you hear
I did not say it. Drita said it first. I swear to God.
Did you hear what Paris wrote?
What?
Yo, he's just got a lot on his mind. Leave the kid alone.
That's sad, though.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, but he's a baby.
Yeah.
I think all babies are beautiful.
So I guess people were being mean,
but they grow into their heads.
That's what my question was.
Like Megan King Edmonds, her baby had to have a helmet on its head because she left it laying on its back too long.
Oh.
Just kidding. I don't know.
Oh.
But that's what my mom says happens. I don't know if that's true. I always had Julie on her side. And I would switch her back and forth so she didn't have that flat.
Paris added, and yes, of course, he has been to a doctor. He just has a large brain.
Yeah.
You know what? Good for you, Paris, and husband Carter Room. The boy's name is Phoenix.
Why? That's a bird and a city.
It's always been my dream to be a mother, and I'm so happy that Carter and I found each other, she said in a statement to People at the time. He's a cute kid.
He's got a cute face. And they grow into their heads.
I hope he grows into that head.
Let me see the dad.
That's the dad.
Ew. She's adorable. She's pretty. Let me see the dad again. He's got a big head.
Does he? It looks like a normal sized head.
You think so? Why the long face?
We got to get out of here. I'm sure we have 18 more people.
The Smash isn't, we can't go a day without pissing somebody off on the Smash. Who are we going to piss off next?
Well, let's wait and find out.
All right.
Be sure to write us if you're pissed off, or if you're not pissed off, or if you're pissed on, because Kelly would like to hear from you.
Yes.
And so would I.
Okay. Take care.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye, guys.